take a look at this one here. And I know we're jumping right into it today, Albie, without having you warm up, but you're usually pretty ready to go. And a lot of times you tee off and just, you don't even hit, right? You just go. So let's just see what you're doing here. So first of all, from a setup standpoint, this is pretty good. I would say that, your head in line with spine pretty solid. You could probably even still keep always working on that. You know what I mean? I mean, this is, I would say, like, your spine is here and maybe you're down a little bit, but with a lob wedge, it's normal to be a little bit more over the ball. Triangle arms is solid, right? The left hand V is for sure over here. I like that. Right hand V over there also. Yep. That's critical. It's funny. One of the guys I played with, he's where is he a pro at? Down in Steel Canyon, San Diego, and good player, right? Same thing. V's. He's got his hands just like that. Ball position's way better for you now, dude. Big improvement there. Okay. Still, the front foot being a little bit open. That could be good. I mean, it could be bad. We don't know. We have to see if it's helping you, clear correctly, or if it's hurting you. Typically, it helps. But
I was playing with it more closed, and then I was having trouble
clearing. Right. So yeah. So you got to. I tell students to explore your foot position to figure out how your hips work. For me, if I'm like this, I don't feel like I can clear. If I'm like this, I feel too open. There's like a point where I know I need to be, where I'm able to. It actually feels like my snowboard stance. When I snowboard, I have my front foot open slightly. But basically,
and like when I do like these, my practice swings when I'm like nice and loose look so much different than my actual swings.
Right.
Just because it's like I'm less tense and whatever.
For sure, totally, man. Now let's look at some of the lines. Now look, I want to show you this. This is kind of fun. I was last week looking at, I just sometimes think about some of the old style players. I've been studying the game for a long time. Look at this one. This is Tom Kite, dude. Look at Kite. Check this out. Look, he's got his head and his butt on that line, right? He takes this thing back, right? This guy's wedge, he'd wear out a dot on his wedges the size of a dime, right? So good. Unbelievable, right? I can't believe he looks like a guy that you and I could beat on the basketball court easy, right? And he's so good at golf. It's crazy, right? But watch this. When he comes down, look at this move coming down. Look where his head and his butt are, right? And you can see how that left leg starts to show up from behind. And that's such a key position. I'm always working with everyone on. I just thought I'd show you that because I think it's pretty cool. So you know why I'm always putting a line here, right? And then, as you know, I always like to put a circle around everyone's head, and then I like a line on this hip, and a line or a circle around your head, and then let's put our swing plane line up here as well, right? And then now we're kind of ready. So now I'm gonna check it out as you go back here. What's going down? All right. So then you're gonna drag it back here, nice and straight back. I like that. It's a good takeaway. You're going up the line on the plane. Now look right there. Where's your head gone a little? You see it on the left? So when you were going back, look, you're not staying face on the ball, right? So if I put a line across your face here, right, your face should stay on there, right? And so you're coming up out of it a little bit, we call that, right? Okay, now let's see here. As you get to the top, though, look, your hip is okay here, Albie. Your head stayed here, right? So really it's just a matter of getting you to stay. Well, remember you said, I know a few weeks or a few lessons ago, I remember you saying, like, you got to think in the backswing, stay there first. In the backswing, stay there, right? Don't move, right? So for you, it's like once you're set up, it's like you take the club back straight, and you just got to hold your position where it is. Now, let's take a look as you come down. What's going down here? So now coming in, okay, so then coming down, let's see. Okay, so coming down, your elbow is definitely coming in better than before, right? Your path, though, as you'll see here, is coming down slightly. Yeah, I would still have you go out to the right of your toes better with the direction of your path, right? Because it's out this way some. Your butt's in a good spot here. Actually, in this picture, your left hip's passable. Look, your knee is not outside your foot here. That's actually good progress for us with your hip, your left side. You know what I mean? And then let's see here. Impact looks solid. Left arm's good. I'd still want you to give me more left hand fingernails, right? You with me? And then coming through though, this is a big step for us with your back. Look at your back, dude. Straight. That's so much safer for your body that takes pressure off your body. And you can see here your hip's doing better. So actually in this case, your hip position's better. Look, even your butt's on the line, right? To me, there's 3 elements that I'd want you to be doing better here is head position, a little bit of swing path, and then I want you to give me a little bit more of the left hand fingernail by impact position, right? So just to show you like the difference real quick while we're here, getting your setup, please, just a moment here. So you help hold it normal there, yeah. And then when you're coming into impact, it's this field, remember, right? So feel see how these, it's the last 3 fingers. You know, Hogan always talked about holding it with those last 3 fingers, and really that's it. And the feeling of the last 3 fingers of the left hand helps, right? So here's what we're gonna do. Now that you saw that, right, do a better one with your head, right, and try to get the path going where? I go back and forth on this. I think to myself sometimes about the club head. Other times I'm thinking about the club in relationship to my toes. I find that I do really well when I think about going straight along my toes and then out to the right of my toes. You follow me? Yeah. Okay. So let's see. Let's try one here where we go head still, swing plane, and the left hand. All right, let's take a look at that. Now I like the look of that better and the sound of it better before we even look at the video. Let's just take a look at this one real quick here. It would have felt like your head's more still, a little bit more loop under, quote unquote, and then a little bit of left hand more, right?
Yeah, I mean, this is the first one is like my typical miss. And it's always like, okay, you need bigger circle and super.
Yep. Yeah, so look, that's great. Bigger circle was great for you, right? Now, this time, though, when you did that, you lost track of your hip, it looks like a little, right? You lost track of your hip in your head that time.